Good afternoon. I'm Mary Love and this is Country Living. Today I'm going to be making some strawberry kiwi jelly with store-bought juice from Walmart. It's a Juicy Juice brand and it's no added sugar. It takes 3 cups of juice, 4 tablespoons of powdered pectin, 3 cups of sugar, and a teaspoon of butter. The butter helps to keep it, once it's in the jam and jelly maker that I have, once you get everything mixed in, the butter helps to keep it from foaming up really bad and spilling over. I had that happen one time, the first time I used it. It was not good. I had a sticky mess all over my countertop. So I learned the hard way. If a recipe calls for butter and making jelly, put it in there. I don't know that it changes the taste of it at all, but it sure does help on it not foaming up as bad. So let's get started. Let me get you down here where you can see what I'm mixing up. Hang on just a second. Where you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Now then, here's the juice. That's the sugar. And this is the powdered pectin. We're going to pour it in the juice. I said I was making strawberry kiwi. I'm not. I'm making peach. I made 2 batches of strawberry kiwi earlier trying to get this video right. So we're starting over again. Mix it up till the powdered pectin is kind of dissolved. And then we're going to pour it in to the machine. Let's get it plugged up. Works better that way. And we're going to punch that jelly button. We're going to pour it in. We're going to add a teaspoon of butter or thereabout. Put that in. Put the lid on it. And push enter. Now then, it's going to go for 25 minutes. But after the first 4 minutes, it's going to beep. And that lets me know it's time to add the sugar. And then after you do that, you put the lid back on it and you just let it go. Now let me get you turned back up here. Now then, I'll show you what I made earlier with the strawberry kiwi. This is the strawberry kiwi that I made earlier. This is the first batch. In this jam and jelly maker, each batch will make 4 half-pint jars. Sometimes you're lucky enough that you'll get a 5th jar, but it's not very often. I've got that batch that I've already made. I've got a batch here in my water bath canner that's waiting to come out. It's a Ball electric water bath canner. I really like this jam and jelly maker. I've had it for probably about 5 years now. And it makes making small batches of jelly so much easier. It beats standing over a hot stove and just stirring. Seems like forever before you finally get it done to where you can can it. But like I said, it'll make about 4 jars, 4 half-pint jars. And it's just me and my husband, and that'll last us for a long time. But like I said, I made 2 batches earlier and just didn't get the video right, so I thought I'll keep trying until I get it right. I may wind up with a bunch of jelly made up, but at least I'll end up hopefully with the video that I'm happy with. This is my first video for YouTube. I just joined the other day with my channel, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have some comments, I would appreciate hearing what you have to say. Just please be kind, because There's going to be blunders. There's going to be failures. There's going to be mishaps because I'm new at this and I'm not exactly sure what to say. So if I pause for a minute, just bear with me. My brain's trying to think of what to say and my mouth won't let it come out. So just hang in there with me and hopefully I'll get better at this so that I can keep doing this. I'm planning on doing some cooking videos. I don't know about clothing and all that stuff, but I'm gonna try the cooking videos and see how that goes. I cook simple meals. It's nothing fancy. I'm just a stay-at-home wife, so I'll video what I like doing and we'll just go from there. So I'm going to let this do its thing, and I'm fixing to take these other jars out of this canner, and I will get back with you just momentarily. Thank you, and I hope you keep watching. Now it's time to add some sugar to this. So let me turn you back down here. Let's get some sugar added in here. And that's what you do. Now we just wait for 21 minutes and then that batch will be done and ready to can. So I hope everyone is doing good. I live in southeastern Oklahoma and we've been having a lot of rain, a lot of flash flooding, and I'm sure that a lot of you have heard about the shootings and stuff that's going on around here. And we had one in Tulsa yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And then last Sunday they had one in a small town called Taft, Oklahoma. So just keep those families in prayer that lost loved ones. Those people had no idea when they left their homes that morning that they wouldn't return. It's a crazy world we're living in right now. So just keep those families, like I said, in prayer. Lift them up. You may not know who they are, but God knows who they are, and He knows who you're talking about. So just lift them up and pray that God encourages them and strengthens them for the days ahead and gives them peace and comfort over the loss of this loved one. If it wasn't for God, I don't think I could make it. Well, I know I couldn't. I'm thankful that I have a relationship with the Lord. If you need prayer for something, ask me. I'll pray with you. I'll pray with you. I'll pray for you. If you take time out to pray, lift my name up. I can use all the prayer that I can get. I'm thankful for all that God has done for me. I know a lot of people don't want to hear about that, but I am a Christian. I love the Lord with all my heart. He's blessed me in many, many ways, and He's going to keep on doing so until He calls me home. But I'm going to get back to this and get everything done, and I will come back to you here in just a little bit and show you the finished product. And just hang in there. It's almost done. I thought of something else I would let you in on. When I'm making jelly, during the summertime I'll buy peaches at a Porter Peach Orchard, and they're so pricey that when I buy them, I peel them and then I'll can the fruit. But then I take the peelings and the cores and I'll put them in a big stew pot, a big pot, and cover them with water, and I'll cook it down, and after it's cooked down for several hours, then I'll strain it for the juice, and that's what I use to make my jelly with. I'll do apples that way, pears. That way at least you're getting your money's worth out of what you're buying, and it's not going in the trash. You can get something else out of it, and it makes really good jelly. The apple tastes delicious, but the peach, oh man, it's like eating a fresh peach right off the tree, if you like those things. So that's where I get a lot of my juice from. I had a lady that I go to church with. She got some Concord grapes last year. I think it was last year. And she didn't have time to do anything with them, so she was going to give them away. And she asked me if I wanted them, and I said, oh yeah, I'd love to have them, you know. I took them home, brought them home, washed them up, put them in the pot, covered them with some water, and I cooked those down and made grape juice out of them. And that made the best grape juice. So that I made grape jelly with that. And I've got some pears that I've done. I haven't tried any pear jelly yet because I don't know about that, but who knows, it might taste pretty good. It smells good. But that's just something that you can do so that you're, like I said, you're getting your money's worth out of what you're spending. Because a half a bushel of second run peaches 2 years ago for second runs was $25. Last year it went up to $45. So yeah, I'm definitely going to get my money's worth one way or the other. But that's just a little tidbit thought you might find interesting. So I'll be back with you here in just a few minutes when it's ready to take this jelly that's making right now and put it in the jars, and then we'll get that in the canner and get it going. Thank you. Alright, 25 minutes later, and it's time to get this stuff put in jars. You have to be really careful because this stuff is screaming hot. Ooh, this smells so good. It smells like fresh peaches. Now I filled the jars almost all the way full, about 1/4 of an inch from the top. This is going to taste good on some hot toast, hot buttered biscuits. Now we'll take a rag, wipe the rims really good, make sure nothing's sticky on them. Because if you got anything on them, those rings won't, or the flats, won't seal off. And then you've eaten a lot of jelly. Now I'm going to grab some flats. Get these on here. Some, and you just tighten them finger tight. It took me a while to learn on that finger tight exactly what that was, because I was sealing my jars, a lot of them too tight, and the results wasn't coming out like I thought it should. Get these back in this canner. And get the last 2 jars out. I think all I'm going to have enough for is 1 more jar. And maybe a little bit left over. Yep. Little bit left over. So we'll pour that in here and have it for after a while. Wipe this jar. Ouch, that's hot. Hot, hot, hot. Now we'll get this one back in the canner. Get the lid back on the canner and get it going. And that's all there is to that. So in about 10 minutes, after the water bath canner comes to a rolling boil, after it comes to a rolling boil, then I'll set the timer for 10 minutes. Let it water bath for 10 minutes. Then after that, I'll shut the power off to it, turn it off, and I'll let it set for about 10 minutes with the lid off of it before I take my jars out of it. And then tomorrow, I'll take the rings off my jars, wipe them off, and put them up. And I'll have some jelly for quite some time now. But this is the peach jelly. That's what I had left after making it. Not enough for a jar, so we'll let that cool off and set up, and I'll try that after a while because it's way too hot right now. But anyways, this is my video for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. And as I said, if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and let me know that you watched it. Give me a comment if you have anything. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to this old woman. I hope you have a very wonderful, blessed evening, and I will see you all on the next time. Thank you very much. Goodbye.